Hi, my name is Shane Richardson.
It's Robbie Stokes.
I'm Seth Devereaux.
Welcome to our Moto America journey.
The tale of three Kiwi lads
A plumber, a joiner, a mechanic.
taking on the best American motorcycling has to offer.
Bring it on.
Hi, my name's Robbie Stokes from New Zealand. I'm reporting from Virginia in nice tropical weather. They said we might have a few showers, but torrential usually. But she is warm. It is warm.
In this white awning is Mean Motorsport. Let's come have a look at what their setup looks like in this beautiful, beautiful weather. Hi guys, how are we getting on?
Pushing all the water out of our canopy so it doesn't through, but doing a clutch underneath the umbrella.
Hey guys, it's Shane, Seth and Robbie here, the joiner, the mechanic and the plumber. We're here in America. We're at VIR, Virginia International Raceway, and we have had a tough weekend.
To say the least.
Yeah, to say the least. Although, to be fair, it started out looking like she was going to be a ripper.
It just decreased slowly and slowly. The first day was like, we were on a high like smiling little school kids who couldn't wipe the smile off our face. The next day we were slowly let down, and then today it just dropped off the cliff. Literally.
Yeah, literally. Well, the grass verge and then a cartwheel, which might as well be a cliff.
Kiwis can't fly,
Kiwis cannot fly.
no matter how much we try.
Long story short, the wet on Friday put us top of the charts repeatedly in outright Super Sport and Super Stock 600. So pretty good signs heading into the weekend. We're supposedly supposed to have rain, but come qualifying it dried off right at the end, and we ended up lacking kind of tyre options. We didn't have enough wheels, so we had a used dry on one rim, a wet on another, and we needed a fresh dry on another to really punch it out at the end of qualifying, and it just wasn't to be. Come the first race, we kind of had to guess the setup from no data, based on dry race, which was going to be 7 to 10 seconds a lap faster than we'd ever gone before, because all the qualifying practice had been in the wet. So
She's a tough task to learn. It was like relearning a track again after, obviously 5 seconds to 7 seconds is a big jump in lap time, and everything changes. Lines, setup, everything. So, we'd done 3 laps on dry tyres and had no clue where we were going still, basically.
come the end of the race, Shane was struggling a wee bit. We tried a different compounder brake pad, and it worked good initially, but there was just a little bit too much heat, so it was just kind of fading a little. So overnight we decided we'd change to an SBS pad, dual carbon, and obviously the reviews and stuff on it were pretty good, so we thought we'd try that. Thanks to the guys from SBS for giving us a set to have a crack with.
As well as some stiffer suspension settings, because we were bottoming out in the race, so I wasn't able to be at my full potential in the areas where I was strong under brakes, so we wanted to adjust that and have it so we're not on the stops and not crushing the tyre under brakes trying to tip into all the turns.
So overnight we kind of devised a plan as to what we'd do, and Bob and I slaving away.
Yes, what do we do? Brakes out.
Brakes out, brakes in, springs, forks, all kinds of stuff. But come the race, we felt like we had the bike in the best possible position we could based on the feedback and limited track time. And Shane went out to free practice this morning to try and work out how that was going to go. How did they go?
Brakes worked better than I thought.
A lot better.
So we went out on our warm-up lap, and everything felt good. The suspension felt good after the changes we had made. The brakes felt good, and so I just started to push on. We were on, used tyres from the race beforehand, so they'd only done 20 laps. Weren't too bad. Turns out my outlap sector times weren't too bad.
Yeah, his outlap for second and third sectors on his outlap were faster than most of the top Supersport boys, if not all of the boys on track, who had done a lap or two already. So I was like, this could be pretty good.
We were smiling,
we were like looking at the timing screen, grinning like idiots, thinking, what is about to happen?
This is why we're working till dark.
Yeah.
I was smiling because I was feeling good. So
And then what did happen?
felt like we had hit the jackpot. And then we come around turn 2, which is a fast kink before a 90-degree left-hander turn 3. So you're coming through there and you're still sort of leaned over, getting on the brakes, slowing down for turn 3. So with the brake fading yesterday, I was used to getting a big handful of brake and not doing much, so having to be quite forceful on the lever. Me forgetting to remember that we had new pads and all that kind of carry on in there, grabbed a big handful and she just locked up and tucked the front, which then resulted in me being in the mud. And
Swampland.
when the bike got into all the wet, swampy grass, it just started to tumble and blow itself to pieces. Is a good way to put it.
Blow itself to pieces was a bit of an understatement. We ended up replacing, what did we replace, Bob?
What was left of ours? The middle, you're saying?
Yeah. The media guy asked me today, was that your bike or another bike in the race? I said half of it was our bike, and he said which half? I said the middle half, because it had
The bits that weren't sticking out.
the bits that weren't sticking out stayed there, but
Would we have radiators, new sets of wheels?
yeah, new wheels, radiator,
Subframe.
cave the tank, set of bodywork, handlebars, subframe, middle subframe, swing arm, exhaust.
It's not bad.
That was a good effort.
We'd have work cut out for us.
Yeah, and had to try and repair the loom because it had launched the ECU through the paddock. It's pretty good. To be fair, Shane, it's your usual standard. I'm proud of you. You haven't
If you're
slipped at
going
all.
to do something, do it well. I've got that nailed.
I had to laugh in the race. Valentine DeBees crashed, and the commentary was, "Oh, that's a big crash." And I was in the commentary booth, and I said, "That's nothing. He's an amateur. You should see Shane crash. He just sends it." Yeah. Which unfortunately was the truth today. And yeah, we had quite a bit of work on our sleeves. But hey, we were really fortunate. I mean, we were based out of the Vinny DeVita's Proline little truck, and he seemed to have all the tools we needed. And then without the Blevins and Roads Racing, we definitely would not have made the grid. I mean, Blevins borrowed us a swing arm, a radiator, subframe, tip over sensor, probably an exhaust. Leo didn't slip on.
That you just help yourself to, really, wasn't it?
No, he brought it down. Yep, and then Rhodes gave us tools, and we're trying to help wherever they could. So, I mean, the green blood runs thick, I think. They're good people, so we're really, really fortunate to be involved with the Kawasaki guys because it's just like a big family and it's very supportive, so we're very grateful for that. What now? What are we doing now, Bob?
On now?
Yeah.
What do you reckon?
What happened after I crashed?
Jeepers. 3 hours hard labour in the sun, trying to dry the bike out from washing it.
Trying to dry the spectators out that I drowned washing it.
Yeah. But we made it, just pushed them out. We got on pit, straight back out. And then we got, what was it, 2.5 laps round?
3 laps. I got 3 laps. Yeah.
3 laps. And Shane came in with a problem with the rear, just sliding everywhere.
High side city. Can you explain that? What did that feel like?
Yeah, so when I went out on the outlap, I kind of felt like the rear was just like an unbalanced wheel, just felt quite hoppy, if you will. Like, oh, it's probably just in my head, you know, after a bit of a crash, whatever, you get those little things in your head that can niggle away at you. So I come around to the grid anyway, and I tell Seth, and he says, just send it.
Not again.
So yeah, off the start, I didn't get the worst of starts. I kind of started sifting backwards quite quickly. The bike wasn't handling the same as usual. It kind of had shades of qualifying where we had our front end quite stiff, and it was just wanting to push on the turns and not actually go around the turn. And in some of the slower turns, like turn 1 and a couple of the others, when I was mid-turn getting off the brake and the weight was transferring to the rear, all of a sudden the rear would just let go and I'm getting into a high side, getting my ass thrown out of the seat. So the first time I had that, I thought something on track or just me upsetting it, so I kept going. I did it in a couple of other places, and then as it kept repeating itself, I'm like, no, we're going backwards anyway. We're not in a money paying position. We're not going to get to one go in the direction we're going. All we were going to do was just push it to the point of crashing again, which wouldn't have been ideal. So I decided to pull in, just for safety's sake, and at least have the boys have a look over the bike that there was nothing majorly wrong. So pulled in, they had a look and gave a bounce on the rear suspension, which looks like it could be gone.
Yeah, I think in the crash, it's hyperextended the shock really quickly. which according to the boys at KTEC hurts a check valve in the top of the stack. So they've got that to take apart during the week and try and send back to us, hopefully repaired. But yeah, after it crashed, after it came in, I certainly had a bounce on it. It felt nothing like when it went out. It's just a big pogo stick. So unfortunately, that was the race over. We kind of made the call kind of between us at that point that
there was no point risking more for nothing.
Yeah. So yeah,
she's a tough pill to swallow, that's for sure.
Yeah, I don't know
when
how
things were looking so good, and we were so confident that we can do well.
It's tough too to come up short at this point heading to Elkhart, where it's liable to rain. It's a fast flowing track, and with Shane's pace in the rain, we know we can be in a position where we can get a lot more points for the Supersport Championship, so Superstock Championship. So
plus some good exposure.
Plus, yeah, good exposure, and
I think we definitely rattled some cages in practice though by getting our name up the grid. You know, people are starting to notice we're here.
Yeah, when you pass the factory Yamaha up the front straight in the rain, I just about cried. I could not believe it. Little old Hicktown kids from New Zealand, build your own bike styles.
Taking it to the man.
Taking it to the Monster Energy Graves Yamaha up the front straight was just surreal. But hopefully it keeps on raining. I don't know what we have to do. I might have to get a whole bunch of buckets from Walmart and make it happen.
I'm sure we can do that.
I don't know how well we'll be received amongst the riders, but yeah, tough weekend. We're remaining positive, but I don't know how we're going to make it to Elkhart really.
We're going to have to just
sell unborn children,
sit down and have a good chat and see what we can work out and do. But
we've all got 2 kidneys.
Or other organs we can donate.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
I heard they get like 30 grand for a testicle. You only really need one.
It's true.
Not keen?
There's 2 seasons amongst 3 of us.
On the line.
To be fair, at the rate we're going, we could do a whole season for 1 testicle.
Yeah, it's true.
Job's on.
6 seasons.
We know how we're doing it.
This is right.
Righto, you're on.
None of those odds.
No good odds. What if you come up short twice? Here's Robbie, or we now call him Wobby. He's not keen. Hey, thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully we can make Elkhart. Hopefully we can get some shenanigans on in between. Try and deliver some results. We know the potential's there. We just can't seem to get everything to click to get Shane a bike that he can get to the front of the order without launching. Sorry, John.
Not just bike, but rider. You know, it takes a lot to learn a new track, as everyone would know. And
every weekend.
You know, we're trying to. It's a big task to learn a new track against, you know, the best in the country that have been here before.
And there's some internationals too.
Yeah, so we're like the ideal for us is that we're quick by second practice, so that for qualifying we can be up the grid. But
so far we haven't managed to capitalise on pace.
It's not coming to us that easy.
Not at all.
Weather was a big one for qualifying, though, wasn't it?
Yeah,
that
weather really wrecked us.
Good a wet qualifying.
If a wet quali would have been front row, I'm confident.
Yeah,
it was looking good, but
we're trying. I mean, we've got high expectations out of ourselves.
Yeah.
But
and so did a lot of other people going around the track.
Yeah.
But to be fair, it's pretty surreal how welcome we've become in the pits, and I would say appreciated by some of the people. I mean, you walk around, they see us slaving, working, stealing little bits and pieces out of the rubbish bins to try and I mean, we never did that, to try and get the bike perfect. And I think there's a lot of respect from people to see that we're putting it all on the line to have a bit of a nudge, but that doesn't really mean anything if you can't get some results on the board. So we're going to need to regroup, focus, and try and work out how we're going to best use what little resources we have left to put a result in for Elkhart and the rest of the championship. Thanks for watching, guys, and hopefully we'll give you another video sooner or later with more shenanigans. Bye from Shane, Seth, and Robbie.
Well, lastly, I just want to give a big shout out and say thank you to these 2 lads for the major effort they put in. You'll see the state the bike was in. It was a mess, and in 3 hours, it was back to a rideable bike. It's pretty phenomenal.
I'll accept that apology with a win, thanks.
Thank you.
Yeah, no, it's not accepted yet.
We were overconfident that we could be on the box.
Oh, to be fair, I think we could be on the box. We could have been on the. Yeah, there was no reason why we couldn't have been on the box if we had the bike straight and true, but it wasn't to be. This is racing.
We'll keep trying.
It's a joy. Live and learn.